Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to talk about all the things that I finished in April. And I finished a teensy bit already in May. We are saving those for May. But I finished a lot of stuff in April and I'm very, very proud of it. I did want to, I skipped posting all the last week of April and I just was feeling very unmotivated and very unmotivated, if I'm being quite honest. I have really no excuse other than I've just been really focusing on like my health and wellness, time with Bandit, that kind of stuff. So just this is fallen on the wayside a little bit. So I am looking forward to kind of restarting. I think for the most part, we're kind of like starting fresh, a new chapter kind of thing. So I have my Empties spread across in front of me, like in order of like what I finished first, all the way down to like the things that I finished last. So I don't want to like dilly-dally too long. I have a lot of things to talk about, a lot. So we're just gonna get started. I will have like the running total and like the price of the item like down in this section over here, down here. That way I don't have to tell you how much it was, just tell you if I liked it, if I didn't like it, if I would recommend it, if I would not recommend it, that kind of thing. Oh man, I need a haircut. My hair is so freaking long. It's like annoying the heck out of me lately. So the first thing I want to talk about is just this guy here. This was a loose eyeshadow by bareMinerals. This was in the shade Cashmere. I really liked this one to the point where I was just hoarding it because I was like, I don't want to finish it because I like the color so much. You have colors like this, Laura. Get over yourself. So this was just a warm toned brown. I used it as a bronzer for the most part, and I'm happy it's done. Any of these like loose pot sample eyeshadows that I took when I worked at bareMinerals, I give myself $1 towards my running total because otherwise I just won't reach for these that's almost like I feel chintzy saying like I need to give myself motivation to use it, but you need to give yourself motivation to use things sometimes, and that was what these are. So that was the first thing I finished in April. It did not take me that long, if I remember correctly. I flew through it because I used it as a bronzer. Then I finished a couple other things. Actually, the next 4 items I finished in like the same manner, and that is because I decorated a palette with them. So the first one was bareMinerals Dove. It was just a gray shade that I would never use otherwise, so I'm happy I just like finished it. So there is that. Another one was like a silver, nothing left. It was just a really pretty like silver iridescent kind of shade. So happy that I like used a gray and then that together. And then I also used this guy, which was my Stila Glitter and Glow, in the shade Smoky Storm. I just wasn't reaching for it. I don't know if you'll be able to like really tell the color. I wasn't reaching for it on the eyes. I really just wasn't. Man, it was so flaky at the end of its life. So it's right here. You can barely see anything. It was super, super dry and flaky. I do have a video on how I revive these. If you're curious, it's super, super easy. I do it every single time I use it. So I don't like revive a bunch and then like have it sit. I like revive it when I need it. So I don't have a problem with it, but I was just kind of not, I have like a tiny little remnants of it in there, but I'm not interested in using it. So she's finished as well. And I use those to decorate a BYOP or like my like storage case of eyeshadow pans. I decorated one of those with it. And then the last thing was this guy. This has some foundation in it, but I finished a ColourPop Glitterily Obsessed the same way. This was in the Moonlight Legend. It was a really pretty like iridescent pinky kind of one. Really happy to get those like loose like chunky ColourPop glitters. I definitely would not recommend the Glitterily Obsessed. From the 2 that I had and used, I used them as like decorating tools because the glitters were just so chunky. Like that, definitely not eye safe. Definitely not eye safe. The next thing that I finished was this guy. This is the Gelish. This was just a mini of the Top It Off gel top coat. I really liked this. It worked with every other gel polish that I would put on top of it, so I really enjoyed this. I would definitely buy this again in the full size, not necessarily in a mini. I just really would like full size, but there is that. Worked really, really well. Really enjoyed that. I don't give myself any credit for like these like little sachet packets. But I did really enjoy this Nano Blur. I didn't really see like what, I was like, well, this is going to do nothing until I used it. And I was like, this is a really nice like blurring primer. I really enjoy this. My friend on Instagram, Jessica, swears by this, but I don't know if I like found the same experience as she did, but I did like it as like a pore filling, blurring primer kind of step. So I liked it. I don't know how much this is normally retail price, but I don't know if I would necessarily buy this product in particular, but it was like a nice experience to use as a free sample. Something I would buy, but apparently just like to fluctuate my skincare, all within the same line. But I finished my Derma E DMA E eye cream. I cut it open and scooped every little drop out of this that I could. I'm using a different Derma E in like a pot now, but I really enjoyed this and I could see myself going back to using this exact one again. I just like to kind of try the eye creams, and especially Derma E. This is my favorite skincare brand, y'all. I love it. Derma E. Team Derma E. So there's that. A skincare product a skincare brand, I guess, that I wasn't the biggest fan on, and I was so geeked about it initially, and then I'm just kind of like, they like annoyed me in a way. So this was the NOLA Skin Essentials. The reason they annoyed me was like something they did like with my order. They like charged my full order. They didn't ship a product. They didn't tell me they didn't ship it until after the order shipped. And then like a month went by and I had to follow up saying like, when is this going to deliver? And they were like, oh, we haven't even like started it. I'm like, just give me my money back then. They did not get my money back. Long story short, I am happy I finished this, and I would not recommend purchasing from this brand because of that experience. However, I do appreciate the fact that they do a recycling program for their containers, which is really cool. And they are a Black-owned business, which is also really cool. So I necessarily wouldn't buy this, and I had a pretty negative experience with the brand itself, so I would not recommend personally. Then I finished off a lip gloss. This was my ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Sailor Moon. This was in collaboration with Sailor Moon. I took the stopper out. I took a little like applicator and dug out all of the product that I possibly could out of there, which I don't like doing. I just don't like doing it. I also don't like the little brush tip applicator on glosses. I just don't like them. So happy that this is gone. I only have one more ColourPop gloss in my collection left, and then I won't have any more ColourPop glosses, and I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know why it takes me 8,000 years to go through body wash in like this kind of form. I don't know why. I just feel like it takes me ages and ages and ages. This took me way too long. Maybe because I was working on like one that was bigger than my head for a long time, but I finished this. This was my last like backup body wash. Now I'm working on I have the same scent, and we're like halfway gone with the other one. And then I'm going to be trying bar soaps and like that kind of stuff. So I don't know if I would buy this, not necessarily Bath and Body Works again. I don't know. So happy to finish that one up though. A product from Derma E that I didn't like. Oh, hi, Rip. Okay. So a product from Derma E that I didn't really like. No, we can't be here. No. So a product from Derma E that I didn't really like was this guy here. And Rebecca Morgan raves about this, and it's the Hydrating Day Cream, the hyaluronic acid and green tea. This was too rich for my complexion, and this broke me out whenever I put it on my like face skin. So I ended up using it as a hand and foot moisturizer. It smelled lovely. It was too much for my skin. Way too much for my skin. It's a day cream. It was just like, I couldn't even use it at night. It was just way too much. So I'm happy I got the use that I got out of it. I wouldn't buy this one in particular. However, I have two others that I really, really enjoy, and I have been enjoying, that I would recommend, but they're not empty, so I can't share them with you. Another like sample that I finished up was this Roche Posay. This is the SPF 50 Face Mineral Liquid Fluid Sunscreen. This was super, super interesting. I'm going to see if I can get anything out of here. It was so liquidy. Okay, yeah. So like super, super liquidy. It was just such a interesting formula for a sunscreen, and I actually really liked it. I didn't find that it like left a white cast on my skin at all. It's on this hand, by the way. I didn't find that it left like a super noticeable white cast. It definitely looks shinier. I think it's also because it's just like wet versus this one. I used it on my walks with Bandit, and it was nice. I enjoyed it for that purpose. I feel like La Roche Posay is pretty expensive though, so I don't think I would purchase myself personally, especially since I love the Supergoop sunscreen so much. But I liked that one, and I could see myself, if like Supergoop like vanished, I could see myself buying that one. Another one item that was like on my list of like, I kind of want to hold off on this video until I finish it, and then like the next like 2 days I finished it, and that was this guy here. This was my like liter size of the conditioner that I've been using. My coworker actually gifted this to me like 5 years ago. That's like a disgusting amount of time, but I had like other conditioners I was using in the meantime, so I finally finished this bad boy up, and I'm so happy. This was like my last conditioner backup. Now I have one conditioner that I'm working through. It's like a much smaller size, so that one shouldn't take as long as this, and then I will actually like be able to buy my favorite conditioner of all time, which is the Pureology. It's the hydrating line. It smells like mint, and it's so good, and I cannot wait. I'm so happy to have like this giant one out, and now I'm working on another one that smells delicious. It smells like coffee, but it's just not, it's not my like tried and true. It's not my favorite one, you know? Then the last couple things, again, are hair items. Make sure I don't have anything else hiding behind Ripley. The first one was this guy. This is the TGIN. Thank God it's natural. This was the Rosewater Curl Defining Styling Gel. This was nice. I didn't like that, like at the very bottom, I don't know if you'll be able to tell. The thing doesn't go all the way to the bottom. Can you tell in there? So I had to store it like this for like a day before all this stuff got over here, and then once it got all here, I could not slam down and get the product up enough, so I had to like take a finger, and like it was such a inconvenient experience at the very end of its life, which is like, at that point I should have just got rid of it, but I got every ounce that I could out of here, and I'm very happy. I really liked this gel, and I have the not rosewater version, just like the normal version of the gel that I will use now in its place. I straightened my hair today because it was looking rough. It was like 4-day hair, and it was looking awful curly. So like, I mean, not like awful curly, like it was very curly. I mean, like it was bad. It was like the bad kind of curly where it looks like Hagrid, you know? Then I had this guy. I actually ended up liking this more than I thought. This was the Naughty Wave Hello Curl Defining Taming Cream. Initially I didn't really like this. However, as I used it, the more I liked it, as kind of like it gave me softer curls versus like this gave me like real hold on my curls. This gave me like softer, wavier kind of curls, where I could just kind of scrunch this in my hair and like let my hair air dry, and it would just kind of give me like nice wave, versus this would give me like the defined curl that my hair has. So I did find myself like using them alternatingly. I also tend to use this when I was going to have straightened hair like this, and then like, I don't know, maybe this is like so weird. If I would put this in when I like would straighten my hair would end up like, after I would sleep or like I'd put my hair in a bun, it like found itself in like this really pretty kind of like loose wave, and I really liked that. So I initially was not a fan of this, and it's grown on me to the point where I'm like, I could see myself rebuying this. Like very like total 180 on this product. So I'm very happy about that. But that is my empties. I am so proud of myself for keeping this under 15 minutes. Holy crap. Very, very proud of myself. There was very seldom stuff that I would like repurchase, and it was like this and this. Oh, I mean, I guess maybe like a decent amount of things. There was just a few things that I would repurchase, which was my couple hair things, my sunscreen, the La Roche Posay sunscreen, and then the gelish top coat. Everything else I kind of just like wouldn't rebuy. This, I like the scent of it. I'm like a sucker for anything. Oh no, and this I would rebuy. I really like the Derma E eye creams, but everything else I kind of would just like skip on, you know? So that is it. That is everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I am looking forward to seeing you and being here more in the next coming month, and I will talk to you in the next one. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and until then, bye!